Shalom, brethren. This is Big Judah from out in California, coming today with a quick little lesson discussing how are we supposed to read the scriptures and which scriptures was it referring to back then. Today we're going to start with the book of Isaiah, chapter 28, verses 9 through 13. Whom shall he teach knowledge? And whom shall he make to understand doctrine? Them that are weaned from the milk and drawn from the breasts. For precept must be upon precept, precept upon precept, line upon line, here a little and there a little. From with stammering lips and another tongue will he speak to his people, to whom he said, This is the rest wherewith ye may cause the weary to rest. And this is the refreshing, yet they would not hear. But the word of Yahweh was unto them precept upon precept, precept upon precept, line upon line, line upon line, here a little and there a little, that they might go and fall backward and be broken and snared and taken. Now when Isaiah was writing this, was he only referring to the 39 books that were given to us in the Old Testament, in the Tanakh? I would venture to say no. I would venture to say he had a lot of different books to refer to. We were given these 39 books around the Council of Nicaea during the time of Constantine, but I'm pretty positive that there was more books that they were referring to back at this time. And it was prophesied that at the end, we would actually receive other books. Not everyone, but the ones that the Most High has deemed worthy of getting an understanding from these other books and accepting these other books. But don't take my word for it. Let's take a look at what the scriptures say. I'm now reading from 2nd Esdras, chapter 14. Let's start around verse 44. Okay. In 40 days they wrote 204 books, and it came to pass, when the 40 days were fulfilled, that the highest spake, saying, The first that thou shalt have written, publish openly, that the worthy and unworthy may read it. But keep the 70 last, that thou mayest deliver them only to such as be wise among the people. For in them is a spring of understanding, the fountain of wisdom, and the stream of knowledge. And I did so. So there's been books that we've been allowed to have. 66 to 80 books. Get the 66 books today, 39 in the Old Testament, 27 in the New Testament. There's also the Apocrypha books as well, another 14 books. So that's a grand total of 80. Not everyone accepts those, but that's okay. I accept those 80 and a lot more that I've been exposed to recently. And let me go ahead and actually go a little bit deeper into one of the other books that kind of discusses this topic. This is the second book of Enoch, okay? Chapter 48. Start here around line 6. Thus I am making it known to you, my children, and you must hand over the books to your children, and throughout all your generations, and to your relatives, and among all nations who are discerning, so that they may fear God, and so that they may accept them, and they will be more enjoyable than any delightful food on earth. And they will read them and adhere to them. But those who are undiscerning and who do not understand, the Lord neither fear God nor accept them, but renounce them and regard themselves as burdened by them. A terrible judgment is awaiting them. Happy is the person who puts their yoke on and carries it around, for he will plow on the day of the great judgment. Now we know that is actually discussed in the scriptures about people taking books out, adding certain things in, and things of that nature, okay, at the end of Revelations. So Just a quick little lesson today, discussing the other books and how they actually play into everything as well, and giving us a deeper understanding. Again, this is Big Judah from California. Shalom.